The jungle was quiet except for the occasional rustle of leaves as the evening breeze whispered through the trees. Beneath the great banyan tree, a group of young animals gathered, their eyes wide with curiosity. They sat in a circle, listening intently to the wise old tiger who lounged comfortably on the soft grass. His orange fur, now dusted with streaks of white, gleamed under the golden glow of the setting sun. He was known as Grandpa Stripes, and tonight, he had a story to tell. "Ah, my little ones," Stripes began, his deep voice warm and gentle. "Let me take you back to a time when I was just a small tiger cub, no bigger than some of you here. I had waited and waited for the day I would finally go to school. I practiced my alphabet, counted leaves, and even drew pictures with my paws. But more than anything, I dreamed of making friends." The young animals leaned in closer as Grandpa Stripes continued. "On that big day, I woke up bursting with excitement. As I padded towards the jungle school, my fur gleamed under the sunlight. But as soon as the other animals saw me, something happened. The parrots stopped singing, the monkeys stopped swinging, and even the brave little rabbits hid behind the bushes." A little squirrel gasped. "Why did they do that, Grandpa Stripes?" The old tiger chuckled softly. "Because they were afraid, little one. They had never had a tiger in their school before, and they thought I might roar too loud or use my claws in class. When I saw them running away, my heart felt heavy. I didn't want to scare anyone, I just wanted to be their friend." The young animals listened in awe as Stripes continued. "Then, Professor Hoot, the wise old owl, flew down to me. He told me that the others were scared but that I could show them who I really was. And so, the next day, he invited me to join the class. At first, the animals were nervous, but as they watched me sit quietly and listen, they became curious. When I answered a tricky math question, the monkeys clapped. When I shared my lunch with a nervous little deer, the rabbits whispered among themselves. Maybe, just maybe, I wasn't scary after all." Grandpa Stripes' eyes twinkled as he reached the most exciting part. Then came the biggest test of all, the obstacle course. The other students had to jump over logs, swing from vines, and crawl under bushes. I watched them try their best, but some struggled. A baby elephant got stuck under a bush, and a monkey slipped from a vine. Without thinking, I jumped in to help. I gently lifted the elephant with my strong paws and guided the monkey safely down. The young animals gasped. "What happened next?" a little rabbit asked eagerly. Stripes smiled. The jungle animals cheered. They realized that I wasn't someone to fear, I was someone they could trust. And from that day on, I had more friends than I could count. I learned something very important that day, my little ones. Sometimes, people, or animals, are afraid of what they don't understand. But if we are kind, patient, and true to ourselves, we can help change fearful hearts. The young animals clapped with delight, their eyes shining with wonder. Grandpa Stripes gazed at them fondly. "Remember, being different isn't something to fear, it's something to embrace. And that, my dear little ones, is how I found my first friends at school." As the stars began to twinkle in the sky, the young animals curled up beside Grandpa Stripes, their hearts full of warmth and understanding. The wise old tiger smiled, knowing that his story would live on in their hearts, just as it had in his own.